Hey everyone, welcome to today's video. Today I thought we would do a get ready with me featuring the NATASHA DENONA GLAM palette. Excuse all of the fingerprints. Oh my god, that is so obvious on camera. Anyway, we're gonna do a cool toned grungy look today. I'm really going to play up the grays, the dark lip, and we're kind of just gonna transport ourselves back to the 90s. I don't want this video to be like 1,000 hours long. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and fast forward through putting on my base makeup and then we'll come back when all of that is done and we'll really focus on the eyes and lips today. And yeah, so let's go ahead and get started. All right, the base is done, and the main product that I want to shout out, by the way, is the blush that I use. So this is the Cover FX Monochromatic Blush Duo, specifically in the shade Sweet Mulberry. I mean, it doesn't get much more glorious and like 90s cool toned blush than this, and I love how it looks on the skin. This blush is so easy to use. I feel like it looks really intimidating in the pan, but once you apply it to your face, it just becomes this gorgeous, kind of dramatic blush. This is not a blush for like the faint of heart, if that makes sense, but it's so pretty, and I find myself reaching for this. I actually really want to do a complete monochromatic look just with this on my eyes. One day I will most likely just put that on Instagram. I don't think that that's something that I'll actually do a full YouTube video on, but ever since I got this, I'm so stoked on this blush. So, all right, let's go ahead and move on to the star of the show, which is the NATASHA DENONA GLAM palette. So I'm gonna start with this transition shade here, dipping into this palette, and I'm gonna use an all over brush just to kind of give myself a little bit of a base here and really wipe out any color I might have on my eyes. And we're really building in that cool toned bone shade, if you will. I'm going to take a more precise brush. This is the LaRousse LR005 tapered blending brush, and I'm going to go into the lightest or second to lightest transition shade here. This one is really going to give us that grayish kind of a tone to it, and I'm going to build this kind of as my all over lid shade on top of the bone color that we've applied, but focusing heavily on the center of our lid. So just taking this, swiping it on, and what I'm going to do is I'm really going to bring this high up into my crease. We are going full-blown grunge, not subtle, full face of makeup. I think the last time I did something that was so full on was when I went to the Backstreet Boys concert, which was so much fun. And also another thing that I love from the 90s, I don't know about you guys, but I'm really glad that the 90s are coming back. I really hope we don't morph into the early 2000s, although I imagine that will also have its comeback, I'm sure, at some point, but woof. I don't know that I really want that to come back, but 90s was a good time. 90s babies are, we're the best, you know, we're the best. And I'm using a smaller crease brush for this just because I wanted it to be a little bit specific where I was placing those shades. I didn't necessarily want this to go too far. I want to be careful about where I'm placing it because we're going to add a much darker shade into the outer corners. By the way, this is my first NATASHA DENONA palette, and I really like it. The quality of this is amazing. I fully get the hype behind her eyeshadow palettes. I for some reason I just didn't really get into it before, but Yeah, I get it. I get it. So it's good stuff. It's good stuff. All right, let's go ahead and take this smoke shade here, and we're going to put that on the outer corners, taking a little bit of a fluffier brush so you can really compare that size difference, right? So this is the one that I had in the middle. This one is clearly a lot more fluffy, wider circumference, and that's okay because I want it to be pretty blown out on these outer corners. And oh, look at that. Also, don't mind my eyebrows. I don't know what it is about like my filming schedule, because I swear every time I'm doing like a get ready with me or like an eyeshadow thing, my eyebrows are like out of control and it's about time for me to go and get them taken care of. But yeah, sorry. I don't know. I don't know why. I need to be better about planning my eyebrow appointments around when I'm actually doing these kinds of videos. But yeah, so you can see how easy these matte shades are to blend in this palette, and I think that's one of the reasons why it's just the quality of it is so good, and you can really start to see how we're building that really, really gray toned. There's a little bit of brown in there just because I do think that the smoke shade obviously is just that cool toned brown, but you can really see because we added that really, really grayish look, that crease shade right here in the middle, that's what's really giving it those gray tones. The nice thing also I feel like about grunge makeup is that like you don't have to be super precise when you do this because it's grungy. You know, it's meant to be a little messy. It's meant to be a little, like, out there, right? So what are you guys doing for Halloween? You know, it's coming up, I feel like. It's coming up so fast. I honestly, like, I don't know where the time has gone. I've been talking about what I'm going to be for Halloween for literally months now, and now that it's here, I'm like, I am utterly unprepared. Like, I don't know how this happened. Yeah, leave in the comments below what you guys are planning on doing for Halloween. If you're in California, particularly in the Bay Area, let me know if there's anything cool going on, because I don't really have anything planned. So yeah, let me know. I do think that I want a little bit more of that crease shade in here just because I want some of that lightness and that gray to really, really show up. So I'm really packing that on here. If you wanted to stay with a completely matte look, literally this was just like, what, 3 shades and you're good. We're gonna add a little bit more though, and so I'm gonna make it sparkly, obviously, by combining these 2 shades. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this inner corner shade that is really kind of a very, very light, cool toned champagne-y kind of a color, more like icy, I would say, and then I'm also going to combine it with this center eyelid shade here that is really going to amp up those gray tones. I'm super excited about this, and we're going to place this right in the center of the lid as well. A little bit focused more though towards the inner corner, and you can just see, like, I didn't even spray my brush with like setting spray to get this to look so metallic and shiny. Like, I just... It's gonna be great. Oof. I love grungy tones. It looks so good. I need to stop blocking what I'm doing. Sorry, guys. And I'm gonna carry this actually into my crease as well. I want this shade to be super prominent. Like, is that not incredible? I love this eyeshadow palette. It's so good. I'm so glad I bought it. And I'm so glad that I got the cool toned version of all of her different eyeshadow palettes, because I was looking at all the other ones and I was like, the other ones, the color stories were fine, but I was like, I have these over and over again and I just want an updated cool toned palette, and you guys, this is it. This is your cool toned palette that you definitely need. So before we do liquid line, I am actually going to take care of my lower lash line, and to do that and to really smoke things out here, I'm going to use Espresso from Vive. This is one of their matte eye wands. This is a newer shade that came out, and so she had like her 6 that she originally released, and then she released her shimmer ones, and then she released 2 more matte shades, and so this is one of them. And this is the cool toned brown shade, and so I'm really gonna kind of use this along my lower lash line. I'm going to make it super smudgy, and so I'm not being very precise with the way that I'm applying this. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take this into an angled look. So I'm just taking a very precise brush, moving this around, and I am going to actually just drag this up a little bit.
Are you?
You're so judgy today. Why are you so judgy? Do you guys see how easy it is to blend out that eye wand? It's unreal. It's unreal how easy this is. And again, just kind of for a little bit of cohesion, I am bringing it up. You can see right here. Now we're going to go ahead and add our liquid liner to get that definition in our eye. This is from Physicians Formula, obviously their Eye Booster Waterproof Ultra Fine Liquid Eyeliner in the shade Blackest Black, which my sister introduced to me, and I am now obsessed with this liquid liner. Seriously, there is no reason to go buy expensive eyeliners, liquid eyeliners. Okay, besides the Tom Ford one, because that one really is worth it, when this exists at the drugstore. So if you're looking for a liquid liner, highly recommend this one. It's so good. Can't go wrong with it. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, now I'm going to put on a shit ton of mascara and we will be right back. So to close out this look, we are going to use two lip products from the brand Mented, not Minted, Mented. Mostly just because G Brown was like, are you sure you're seeing it right? Yes, I am sure. It's Mented. This is their Nude lip liner and then also their semi-matte lipstick in the shade Nude Lala. Now, one of the things I was going to say too is obviously when you are doing such a dramatic look with your eyes, obviously you can add a false eyelash if you would like. I'm getting text messages, sorry. But if you are like me, I'm not a big like falsy person. Usually I just wear a lot of mascara, and so that's kind of what I did today. So, but definitely an option. I really like this lip liner as well from Mented. I think it's really good. Color is so easy. And I don't have to sharpen it, so even better. All right, and then we're gonna take that lipstick on top. Is that not like an awesome shade? I love this. So yeah, that pretty much completes this look. I'm gonna go ahead and set down my face again using the Benefit Professional Super Setter. And that is the final look. We have our 90s grunge inspired makeup done. I love a good cool toned look with a deeper lip color. I just think it's so reminiscent of the 90s, particularly if you're going with something that's a little bit more brown toned. Also screams 90s. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this get ready with me, and I will see you guys next week. I'm also super excited because my sister is coming into California, so I'm sure we'll get into some sort of video shenanigans. So that is coming up shortly. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you liked it, please like this video, subscribe to our channel, and I will see you guys next week. Thank you so much for watching. Bye. Do a get ready with me featuring a NATASHA Denona Glam.
I didn't even.
Wow, I hate you.
I didn't even do anything. My phone's still locked and it started playing.
On what?
I don't know.
Okay.